Most people think every cyber attack is about stealing data. The exam is counting on you thinking that. Because some of the attacks in this lesson do not steal a single byte. They knock your systems offline. They quietly change your data. They trick a human into opening the door. In the next few minutes, you will learn the network threats this domain tests by name, what each one actually does, and the trick for mapping every attack back to the CIA Triad. This is Objective 4.2, and Domain 4 is nearly a quarter of your exam, so these marks are worth chasing. Let me start with the Triad, because it is your master key here. Remember the CIA Triad from Domain 1. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. Every attack in this lesson breaks at least one of those three. Keep that in your head, because the exam loves to ask which pillar an attack hits. First up, denial of service. Picture one road into a town, and a protester parks a single car across it. Nobody gets in or out. That is a denial of service attack. One machine floods a server with so much traffic that real users cannot get through. Now imagine 10,000 cars from 10,000 directions, all at once. That is a DDoS, a distributed denial of service. The traffic comes from a whole army of hijacked machines, called a botnet. So you cannot just block one address. Here is the exam point. Nothing was stolen, and nothing was altered. The service was simply made unavailable. So denial of service attacks availability, the A in the triad, every time. Next, malware. Malware just means malicious software, and the exam wants you to tell 4 types apart. There are 4 to know: virus, worm, trojan, ransomware. Here is the anchor you have already met, and it is worth saying again. A virus needs a ride, a worm drives itself. A virus attaches to a file or program, and it only spreads when a human runs that infected file. A worm needs no help at all. It copies itself across the network on its own, which is why worms spread so fast. A trojan is different. It pretends to be something you want, a free game or a handy tool, and hides its payload inside. You install it yourself, believing it is safe. Ransomware encrypts all your files, then demands payment for the key. So here is a new anchor to keep them straight. A trojan wears a disguise. Ransomware takes a hostage. Quick throwback. Which pillar does ransomware hit? Your files are still there, but you cannot open them, so it wrecks availability. And because your data is locked away from you, it hits confidentiality too. Still with me? Good, because the next one is sneaky. Man in the middle, also called an on-path attack. Imagine posting a letter, but the postman steams it open, reads it, changes a line, then seals it and sends it on. Neither you nor the recipient ever knows. That is on-path. The attacker sits secretly between 2 parties, reading and sometimes altering the traffic. So it breaks confidentiality when they read, and integrity when they change. Closely related is spoofing. Spoofing is faking your identity to look like someone trusted. A faked source IP address, a faked email sender, a faked website. It is the lie that lets many other attacks get started. Time for a quick exam check. An attacker secretly positions themselves between an employee and the company login page. They read the traffic and quietly alter some of it before passing it on. Neater side notices. Which attack is this? A. Distributed denial of service. B. Ransomware. C. Man in the middle or on path. D. Insider threat. Pause the video and pick your answer. Ready? The answer is C. Man in the middle or on path. Here's why. The attacker sits between the 2 parties, reading and changing traffic as it passes, which is the on-path definition. A is wrong because nothing was flooded or knocked offline. B is wrong because no files were encrypted for ransom. D is wrong because this is intercepted traffic, not a trusted insider abusing their own access. Watch for the phrase between 2 parties or intercepts traffic. That is on path every time. Now, the attack that skips the technology altogether. Phishing. A phishing email pretends to be your bank or your boss and tricks you into clicking a link or handing over your password. Phishing is one flavor of social engineering, which is the art of hacking the human instead of the machine. Remember from your risk lessons that risk is likelihood times impact. Social engineering is high on both, which is why it is the most common way in. No firewall stops a person choosing to click. 2 more quickly. A side channel attack does not break the encryption head-on. It watches the leaks around it, the power draw, the timing, the sounds a machine makes, and works the secret out from those clues. Think of guessing a safe's combination by listening to the clicks. It steals confidentiality by the back door. And an insider threat is a danger from someone already inside. An employee or contractor with legitimate access who either turns malicious or is simply careless. They are dangerous precisely because they are already trusted, so they walk straight past your outer defenses. Let me pull it together, exam checklist style. Denial of service and DDoS attack availability. Malware comes in four. A virus needs a ride, a worm dries itself, a trojan wears a disguise, and ransomware takes a hostage. Man in the middle, or on path, sits between two parties and breaks confidentiality and integrity. Spoofing fakes an identity. Phishing is social engineering, hacking the human. A side channel steals secrets from the leaks around the system. And an insider threat abuses trust you already gave. One quick question to lock it in. An attacker floods your website with traffic from thousands of machines until customers cannot reach it. Which pillar of the CIA Triad did they attack? Say it out loud. Availability. Nothing was stolen, nothing was changed, the service was just taken down. If the word you reached for was availability, you have got the master key to this whole lesson. That is the promise kept. You can now name every threat this domain tests and map it straight to the pillar it breaks. If that made these attacks click into place, subscribe, because the whole Domain 4 series is landing in pass order. And to drill threat spotting questions until they are reflexes, head to certcrush.app, where the CC question bank is full of them. Next lesson, we switch from attack to defense. Firewalls, intrusion detection versus intrusion prevention, and zero trust. The tools that shut these threats down. Thanks for watching.